Romania and Bulgaria joined Schengen zone after a 13-year-long wait. Truce talks between Israel and Hamas resume in Cairo.
Pope Francis uses his Easter Sunday address to the faithful to call for peace in warring countries.
Citizens of Bulgaria and Romania can now travel passport-free via sea and air as the two countries join Europe's Schengen area. A veto imposed by Austria, however, means these rules will not apply to land routes, where residents will have to carry passports. There was concerns about migration, with Vienna worried that passport-free travel would create an influx of refugees. Both countries have promised to strengthen border controls upon joining Schengen. Bulgaria and Romania joined the EU in 2007 and waited 13 years to join the border-free zone. The EU concluded both were ready to join in 2011, but a decision was not made until 2023. With Romania and Bulgaria joining, the Schengen zone will now comprise of 29 members. Truce talks have resumed in Cairo following a previous setback. Talks are being mediated by Egypt, Jordan and the US as representatives from Israel and Hamas are struggling to find a compromise on a ceasefire agreement. Hamas insists that all hostages it is keeping in Gaza will be released on condition of a full ceasefire, a sticking point Israel has rejected. Meanwhile, a second shipment of food has left Cyprus en route to Gaza. The shipment contains 400 tons of food and has been organized by the charity World Central Kitchen. Clashes have erupted between officials and protesters in Tel Aviv. Saturday has become an annual day of protest in Israel, with demonstrators demanding the release of all hostages held in Gaza. Hundreds gathered outside the house of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, calling for his resignation.
Voters in Turkey are preparing to cast their ballots for new mayors and administrators on Sunday. The local elections are expected to gauge public sentiment around President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's popularity as his ruling party tries to win back key cities lost 5 years ago.
Istanbul is the cherry because it hosts about 1/4 of Turkish population. It's something huge. 20 million people we are talking unofficially. Yeah, number of refugees living in Istanbul most probably is greater than the refugees living in Netherlands or any other country. It's huge. Secondly, it has a huge budget. Because the metropolitan government has a budget, but metropolitan government has some private, some institutions, some companies. They have also budget. It means that we are estimating that they can control about $10 to $15 billion.
The opposition is tipped to retain its hold on the capital Ankara, with polls predicting a tight race in Istanbul. Thousands of people have gathered in Vatican City to celebrate Easter with the Pope. At Easter Sunday Mass, Pope Francis appealed for a ceasefire in Gaza and for warring countries Russia and Ukraine to free the soldiers they've taken captive.
Mentre invito al rispetto dei principi del diritto internazionale, auspico uno scambio generale di tutti i prigionieri tra Russia e Ucraina, tutti per tutti.
The pontiff has been battling respiratory and mobility problems in recent months and has been unable to carry out some of his regular speeches and duties. Easter Sunday is Christianity's holiest day of the year, the day that many believe Jesus Christ was raised from the dead after his crucifixion.